All right, have and have not fans, another quickie video for you here in regards to Celine. Now the question is, when is she coming back, guys? She was in Atlanta for filming in September, so Celine is coming back during season 7. Keep in mind, when they were filming, it was for season 7. I have no freaking clue if it's still going to be labeled as season 7 when it actually airs on OWN. For all we know, those episodes might air in the back half of 2019. So if they do, technically, I'm going to call it season 6, but whatever. I'm talking about the Back to the Start marathon, you know, pretty much going through season 1 of the haves and the have-nots. Peter Paros, aka David Harrington, confirmed on Twitter and Instagram last Tuesday that we'll be getting Back to the Start marathons from now until Christmas. So we can just assume we'll be getting most of, if not all of season 1. So really, when it comes to season 1, that was when the show first started. That's when the show was trying to find its audience. It was trying to find its story. It was trying to find its legs. And overall, season 1 still holds up pretty well. Obviously, a lot of things mentioned during those seasons, season 1 and 2, have been either retconned, rewritten, or just forgotten. And in Celine's case, and keep in mind, the minute introduction was just to talk about Celine coming back, because I know good and well, as soon as I post this video with Celine in the title, everybody and their mother will be like, where did she go? This is talking about a character who has been mentioned a few times, but never really seen on the show whatsoever. And I think in my other video, I called him Alberto. I think it's Humberto Gonzalez. So allegedly, Celine does have a husband, because I think even Jim mentioned that in season 1, you know, pretty much in those moments when Jim is by himself in his study, or, you know, Catherine was out of the house and everything like that. Because remember, Amanda was at law school and then moved in with Candace in her apartment. Wyatt was at the rehab facility with Jeffrey. So it was just, you know, Hannah and Celine when they were there working, and then Catherine and Jim. And then keep in mind, even Catherine disappeared for a little bit because of the fact that she had to have surgery for breast cancer. So yeah, usually it was Jim in the house by himself. Then Celine would just sashay herself into his office or whatever when he wasn't at the courthouse. So in those moments when she would attempt to calm him down with a massage or give him a glass of liquor or whiskey or whatever, she would try to flirt. And then, you know, he would push away her advances and mention, like, go home, Celine, to your husband. And even then, you know, around the time that those quiet moments where we would be over at Hannah's house, between, you know, just Hannah and Celine hanging out, they would talk about some things, you know, like around the time the house was being foreclosed on, Celine was like, if I had the money, I'd give it to you. And I think even earlier that season, I think in episode 2 or 3, she mentioned that her husband got a promotion or something like that. And that was it. Like, we never really seen or heard of the husband ever since then. It was just a season 1 thing, if memory serves. Now, the reason I'm doing the video is to bring up the fact that we don't know about the husband. You know, I'm assuming they're still together, but one could argue that the marriage is possibly strained because, number one, is he aware that Carlos and little Jimmy, or James or Jimmy, are not his biological children because they're Jim Cryer's kids? Was Carlos born before Celine got married to her husband? You know, did she come into the marriage with an outside, you know, a kid already? Was the youngest son born during the marriage in regards to, me and Celine, Humberto and Celine had sex, now she got pregnant, so, you know, hey, that's my son. I don't know. We don't know. We've been over to Celine's apartment on the ghettos, you know, in the rough part of Savannah, but we've only seen Carlos and Celine and the youngest son on TV that one time. So I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting if the character was brought into the show, even if it's only for a few episodes. I mean, the fact that Tyler Perry is introducing so many characters, like, for example, I don't even know how many characters he introduced into season 5. I know it's probably like 20 plus. So I don't think introducing Celine's husband will be a bad thing, or maybe ex-husband for all we know, given the fact that, remember, she got on national TV and during, you know, Jim's campaign for being on TV announcing his run for governor, So if the husband didn't know that Carlos and little Jimmy were not his children or sons, he knows that now. So yeah, that's pretty damn interesting. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you remember that Celine was mentioned to have a husband? Do you want him to appear in the series? If he were, what do you think would happen? Especially the fact that, remember, Celine is possibly sitting on millions of dollars in regards to child support that Jim has given her over the years for Carlos and little Jimmy, but they're still living in the ghetto, which leads me to believe that she has never touched that money. She probably has it in a bank account somewhere just to demonstrate to Jim that it wasn't about the money, that I love you, I know you're going to come back to me someday. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, and hopefully we'll get some clarification in season 7 or whenever Celine is set to return to the show. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.